Meanwhile, back at the Last Drop Diner, the four survivors clear tables, replacing maps with blueprints of their machine. The Illuminator, fully built, finally stands tall, gleaming with polished scrap metal. Gideon, one of the survivors, looks over at some scrap metal left behind. He starts to see images in spare bolts and discarded wires. Gideon begins tinkering with parts, acting on instinct rather than understanding. The cycle of Inktown turns cruel once more, as darkness begins to rise as the sun dips below the horizon. Gideon leads the survivors towards the castle, clutching three makeshift inventions. In his throne, exhausted from evolution, Ink Scritch taps his clawed finger on the arm of his throne, following the silent command. Three of his hunters stand and walk towards the castle's gates. The gates groaned open with a sound like tearing flesh. Ink spilled outwards, retreating enough for the traveler to step through. For a moment nothing seemed to happen, then the air skipped. The traveler flickered forward, hooded head tilted as though listening. Reality bent around his frame, edges misaligning, shadows arriving a heartbeat too late. From the street ahead, the survivors emerge, with Gideon leading the way, clutching at the heavy rattling device made out of copper pipes and clockwork gears. The traveler flickered forward, appearing inches from Gideon's face. Gideon gasps as the traveler's claw sliced through his sleeve, leaving a stinging trail of frost and shadow across his skin. The jolt through his arm sent his fingers into spasm. One of the heavy devices slipped from his grasp. Time seemed to slow as the device tumbled toward the traveler, his head tilted. A low hiss is given before he lunges again. As the traveler lunges forward, aiming for Gideon's neck, the device erupts and his white light erupts, catching the traveler midair. Locked between moments and violently trying to escape inside the localized field, reality warped around at edges, tearing and snapping back. The traveler is pinned in a single frame of existence. The Illuminator moves forward, his central lens flares bright. His secondary lens rotates, focusing on the traveler. As the light hits the traveler, he evaporates, leaving nothing but his backpack behind. Elias steps forward, every muscle tight. He kicks the backpack before swinging it over his shoulder. "Don't feel right leaving it laying around," Elias said. Before the four survivors turned to face the diner, Tamsin's voice cut through the silence. "Don't you all think we should return to the diner? We made noise too much of it." The streets seemed to recoil from them. The glow of the castle gates dimmed behind them as they retreat back to the diner. Tamsin moved to the front, ready to lead the way.